back to Season 46 of the Pichu London Ultimate Series. Today we're here at Watkins, Glen International for the 24th race of the season. Just a few races left till the regular season comes to a close. Isaiah Bernesh starts on the pole for the race. Alongside him will be the 6 of James Richardson. There's our winner last week from Indianapolis, Alexander Rowe. He is the 16th driver to lock himself into the playoffs with the win. And now, if we have a new winner here today, it's going to knock a race winner out of playoff contention. At this point, Edith Cardoza is the lowest driver in points with a race win. So if a new winner comes out here today at the Glen, then Edith will likely be the first one out of playoff contention with one win. So a lot on the line here today at Watkins Glen International. Take a look at the rest of the starting lineup. We have two part-timers in this field. Today, the 91 card will be driven by Pichu in his home track right here in the 91. And the 13 of Billy Bishop is back again, running the 13 for the Colleague Racing Team. So those are the two part-timers competing today. Anyway, the Glen race is going to run 32 laps, and the first stage will end on lap 9. The second stage will end on lap 20. Now, there will again be stage break cautions here at the Glen and also on the other road course race we're doing at Monza, and the other one after that that's going to be in the Roval, the Charlotte Roval, that will be held during the playoffs. So a few road courses left, but again they will all include stage break cautions. So anyway, about to go green at the Glen. Here we go, folks, about to go green flag racing in Watkins Glen International. A lot of dreams can be made, a lot of races can be run, a lot of dreams can be made here at the Glen. We'll see what happens here today. And here we go. Pace car to pit road. Gonna come down to 32 laps here at Watkins Glen International. Between Isaiah Bernesh, James Richardson on the front row, let's see who takes home the victory. Or will there be another one behind them taking the victory? Anyway, green flag waves at Watkins Glen. Gonna get the better restart. The 3 car right now has the better line. Down the bottom. Gets around the 6. He clears him. Oh, getting loose already is Rich Roy. Oh, man. Getting loose. He saves it. Oh, nearly a disaster at the very first lap. What a save for that 14. Nearly a disaster on that lap. But Isaiah Bernesh hanging on to the race lead right now on this first lap. And Nilson Herrera third, Alexander Rowe fourth place right now after that race, after the start of the race. It's only going to be a 9-lap first stage, by the way, and I think they're going to run 9 green flag laps, if I'm not mistaken, in the second stage as well. But still going to be a very competitive race, I can assume. Oh, bumping and banging on the side, and now there's a crash with the 77 of Ron Marvila. Hard hit, and a car goes flipping with Giovanni Castillo. Oh, a hard crash on the 77, and it'll bring out the caution. Wow, what a hard crash. What a start to this race. We are with Ron Marvila crashing, bringing out the first yellow of the day. Somebody else spun? Because I just saw smoke out of turn 1. It might have been the smoke that happened during the caution. Anyway, let's take a look back what happened. Alright, let's show you the crash by Ron Marvila. It was going side by side with the 2 Priya McShane, but just didn't see the 11 car coming right behind him. And Oscon just collects the 77, just puts him into the wall, and just goes for a spin. The 77 spins out. And then the 11 also involved as well. And let's see if anybody else got damage from that. Oh, the 5 Nathaniel Hare did. And there goes the 19 as he goes upside down. Flying below upside down. Getting caught in a wreck. And spinning out. And bringing out the caution. And also the 42 involved. I did see smoke from like turn 1. But there was a spin after that, by the way. Rich Roy and Zachary Fitzwater collided during the caution right after they took the yellow. Definitely not intentional right there, but Just caught it in the wrong place at the wrong time after taking the yellow flag. So that's where the smoke came from into turn 1. Got real close, and we might see more of that as the day goes on. But boy, was that just eventful there. Eventful start to the race at the Glen. Anyway, let's get back to the green flag. Alrighty, we're back to the green flag here at the Glen. A couple cars chose to take pit stops, but Nelson Herrera is out in front right now. Alexander Rowe stands right behind him on the front row. A couple cars went to the pits as well to get some damage repairs done. Not sure what's going on with these guys, but they better hurry up before the restart. And anyway, we're gonna get back to green flag racing between Nelson Herrera and Alexander Rowe. In case you're wondering where the 3 car went, looks like the 3 car is gonna start in the middle of the pack. Oh no, way in the back. He was one of the drivers that pitted, so guess he's going on a pit strategy here. So he's gonna have to start near the back here. On the restart, he came to pits. A couple stayed out. So Nelson Herrera, Alexander Rowe, gonna take the front row here at the restart, as we're going back to green flag racing at the Glen. And what a start for Alexander Rowe, but the 15 is going to try to fight back. He is not letting Rowe take the lead. There he goes. Nelson Herrera is the leader again. Here comes Bishop. Bumping and banging again, but able to continue. Bishop down the bottom in the 2nd place. He's not trying to get in the playoffs. He's just trying to win again. And in the few opportunities he has as a driver this season, looking for a full-time ride next season, could still prove himself to be competitive, going for a full-time opportunity next season once again. John Andrews inside the top 5, already inside the top 5, 4 laps in. He's the driver to watch this season right now. 3 wins so far, might add another one today. So far, they're clean among the leaders. This is where Moravila got turned around last time. Oh, no. 45 and 23 spin again. Oh, man. And there's a crash. Same spot. It's been a problem for these drivers trying to get through cleanly. Oh, man. Another mess here. And a couple cars to the pits as well during the caution. That's not going to help them out in the long run. Maybe. Herrera takes the lead, and we'll get back right to the green flag. Alright, more pit stops occurred during the caution period. The leaders came down again, and now the lead is going to go to Hayden Stringer. And LG Lataro will start alongside him on the front row. So we get another caution, and the restart's going to serve as the end of the first stage and going into the second stage. We've had 2 cautions in a row here to start off at the Glen. It's starting to be a wreck fest here at this racetrack. But still, a lot on the line here today between Hayden Stringer and LG Lataro. Now they're on the front row. It depends on, it's pretty much going to be the luck of the draw, and whoever is, well, it's pretty much the luck of the draw at this point. But we'll see who gets the better jump here on this restart. Green flag waves again. '78 car up and running already on the first lap. Stringer gets the jump. Into the S-curve uphill now. A lot of cars have been going all over the place at this S-curve. They're going to be clean for now. But the final corner is the one to look out for. Nathaniel Hare, unfortunately, is on pit road. And it's going to be a very long pit stop for that 5 car. Something must have gone wrong with that 5 car during the caution, and he's on pit road still. And they go into the S-curves now to the final few turns here at the Glen. With Hayden Stringer out front getting the lead. They're only going to run like probably 1 or 2 laps, 2-3 laps before they pull out the caution to end the stage. Stringer out in front. He's going to try to avoid the wall. That's been a problem spot for these drivers. Couple cars to pit. I don't know why the 999 have decided to pit at this time. I think something went wrong there for those drivers. They have to come to the pits again. Yeah, it's kind of strange to see them pit like near the end of the stage, but I think they're going on different strategies. But Avi Sachs just took second place, and now Leon trying to save it from getting turned by the 3. Avi Sachs just took second place away. Wow, that was a mess. Clark McKee to the bottom, going on the 3 of Isaiah Bernesh. As Clark McKee goes to the bottom, let's see if he clears the 3 car. He's got the run. Just can't quite clear him yet, though. Still got a bit of a run there. Better make them move now before they get to the final corner, because that final turn is a deadly one. We saw 2 crashes occur in that last turn. I mean, these guys tend to hit the wall sometimes. Look how close they are to the wall. Wow. I don't know why they get up close like that. It's just so weird. It's just, sometimes that's how the AI works like that. It's really weird. Anyway, Allison Rain to pits. It's kind of weird. It's bizarre, but Allison Rain's coming to the pits. One car's off pit road. James Richardson just came. Wait, did he just come off pit road? I think he might have. Yes, nearly gets into the 15 car. And this should be the last lap of stage number 1. And I think they'll probably have to pull out a caution at the end of this stage because, yeah, the stage is over and that's going to restack the field. Probably the longest green flag run we have so far, and it might end momentarily because the stage break caution will still be in effect on road courses. So anyway, they're going to race back to the line before they head down to lap traffic for the leaders. And it looks like the 78 car is going to be the winner of stage number 1 here at the Glen. Here comes Stringer. He's going to take the first stage here, Watkins Glen, over Avi Sachs, racing back to the caution. Couple cars in the wall there, but might not affect them in the position, and we already have another car spinning. Just before the stage ends, there was another spin by Garrett Albertson. Oh man, but thankfully this caution came out before the wreck happened, so this will still end the stage. But a hard wreck on Garrett Albertson. We're going to have to take a look back what happened when we get the opportunity. Well, let's take a look at what happened to Albertson. He gets turned around by Rich Roy nearly at the same corner that we had on the other cautions occur. I'm not sure what happened there. Rich Roy just got too close to the 12 car, just spun him out. Ugly spin here for the 12 car, but again, the stage was already over, so the caution was a little bit lucky for those drivers that relied on it to make their strategies work. Anyway, let's get back to the race. Alright, we're back here in stage number 2 to begin, and we're going to be running, I believe, 9 laps in stage number 2, if I'm not mistaken. But same distance as the first stage, but we'll run until lap 20. We've seen a lot of wrecks here happening at Watkins Glen. We'll see if anybody can hold on. Stringer decided to keep the lead on this caution period. Trying to hold on and try to win the second stage as well. Gonna start alongside Avi Sachs on the front row. Here we go back to green flag racing at Watkins Glen. Cars are still in the pits, by the way, and looks like it's going to be a long day for those drivers going in and out of pit road. 78 clears. 43 goes to the bottom. Clark McKee is now running second place. So Clark McKee moves up to second place now. Look at all those drivers on pit road. My goodness, it's just been that kind of day. Just one of those days. See if Clark McKee can clear on the carousel here on the S's. Not quite there. May still have a chance on the 78 right here on the corner. In the braking zone, he clears the 78 for now. Let's see if he fights back. He does not clear him. Still fighting for the lead. Gonna be side by side in the corner. McKee finally clears the 78, takes the lead. Gets around and takes the lead away from the 78 car in front. Car's in the wall. somehow able not to wreck each other. Thank goodness. It's not over yet, though. Side by side battling in the middle. They're smack in the middle now. Cars coming off pit road. That could also cause traffic jams in front of them. 11 car able to wisely get into the gas and wisely able to get away from the pack, all trying to battle for stage points. They've only got 3 races left in the regular season, including this one. So stage points are critical to try to advance into the playoffs. And if we have another unique winner, and one driver who has a win is not going to make the playoffs. At least one driver who's got a win this season isn't going to make the playoffs if we get another winner today. Clark McKee has 2 wins so far this season. He's had a hot streak so far the past couple races, trying to go for a 3rd win. Trying to be the one to compete for the championship alongside John Andrews. Andrews has 3 wins under his belt. Hayden Stringer has not won this season. He's looking to try to win and get back in the playoffs. Last season, Stringer did not win until Talladega during the playoffs. It pulled off an upset victory there. But Stringer wants to win now. He knows he has to win to make it in the playoffs again. To try to keep that magic going. To try to see if he can repeat what he did 2 seasons ago when becoming the champion. Avi Sachs is 3rd. And 4th place is Isaiah Bernesh. Sachs already has a win. He won at Worldwide Technology Raceway earlier this year. And now he wants a 2nd. And the track he has been so familiar with. Has competed so many of these races at Watkins Glen. Isaiah Bernesh and Zachary Fitzwater inside the top 5. They all know the ins and outs of Watkins Glen. And I think Clark McKee does too, because the only win that he had gotten, by the way, prior to this season was on a road course. I was back in season 39 at Mid-Ohio. Believe it or not, that was his only win with the 43 Clark McKee before this season. It looks like Avi Sachs hit the wall there. Might be an opportunity for Isaiah Bernesh to pass the 51 for 3rd. Can't quite clear him. He's going to go to the S-curves, and now he clears him. And now Bernesh is up to 3rd place. Moves on up. Gets 3rd place away. Seems that these drivers have finally figured out a way to not wreck each other here at the Glen. They now know the ins and outs of this road course that has been, I believe, in almost every season of the series. I'm not sure if it ran it every season, but I think it might have been a year or 2 that we skipped over the Glen. But the Watkins Glen race is always a tradition to come back for the Ultimate Series. After this race, we're going to another road course at Monza. We're going to be at Monza for the very first time. It was going to be running at Monza last season, but it didn't work out, and now Monza's going to run for real this time in this season. Can't wait for that. Avi Sachs trying to get 3rd place back. He's going to try for revenge here. And look at the 10 car JP Lataro running inside the top 5. Going to try to pass his teammate. What a comeback for Ronald Marvila too. He's inside the top 10. He spun out earlier, believe it or not, on that first caution. And somehow he's 7th. How about the 77 making a comeback today? Oh boy, I mean, trying to go from a spin to a win. Defending series champion has not won. And he would love to win here today because there's not a lot of opportunities to win races left in this season. Really needs to step it up here. Taro steps up and he's up to 5th now. He's running inside the top 5. Only one of the Stewart Haas cars to not win this season so far. Wonder when these guys are going to pit. Oh, there's going to be a couple cars to pit. Oh, boy. Now there's a plot twist. Oh, man. There's a plot twist, folks. The leaders come down to the pits. And the leader is now Cassie Reynolds. Oh, there's a crash behind them. Oh, no. 17 got into a wreck. Oh, no. Wow. What happened? Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy. Wow. drama at the Glen. Holy cow. And Cassidy Reynolds is the leader after all that. And I think they're going to run 1 or 2 more laps under green before they probably may not throw the stage break caution to end stage 2. I'm not sure how they're going to go with this at this point. But let's take a look at what brought out the caution again. Alright, another hard crash has occurred. It looks like the 17 got into the 2 car, and both of them collided in the entrance of pit road. Hard crash on John Andrews and Priya McShane. Wow, that was a crazy crash there. I don't know what happened there. Don't know if they were reacting to the drivers entering pit road or what. They thought about going to the pit road last minute. They decided to try to cut in, and as a result, they wrecked each other instead. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but it was a bit ugly. And 17's up in smoke, and looks like he's going to be out of this race. And I think Priya McShane will be out of this race as well. Hard crash to bring out the caution just when the leaders were coming down to the pits. So anyway, let's see what happens here in these last few laps of stage 2. Alrighty, guys, back to green flag racing in a moment. But first, let's check out who retired. Jamal Jackson had a camshaft issue early in the race, and so they had to call it from there. So Jamal's out of the race, and so is the 2 Priya McShane. We saw him going up in smoke earlier in the race after that crash. Big wreck that he got involved in. Looks like John Andrews will continue to race. It looks like John Andrews is going to try to fight back. Look at all these cars on pit road. They're stuck on pit road. There's just nowhere to go for them. So much damage and debris they've built up over these wrecks. And I don't know if they're ever going to go out of the track again for the rest of the race, but we still got a lot of competitors that could win this race here. One car's on pit road, Garrett Albertson for some reason, but green flag is back out in the air. And guess who's in the lead now? It's Chris Leone. Leone with a great jump to the lead. Might just run 1 or 2 more laps, and then another caution has to come out for the stage break. Not sure if that's going to be feasible, but, well, it is their ruling. Side by side, going to battle. 19 car is holding up the pack. Clark McKee's just not patient. He wants the lead back. He had to lose the lead. Everyone had to come to the pits. Had to give up that race lead, and how he wants it back. Castillo is going to be a nuisance for these drivers, trying to get by the 19 with major damage in his front hood, accumulated from all the wrecks he's been in today. So he's got a really damaged car. I'm not sure why he's still trying to go in. He's trying to still be in this race. Well, I was going to say I don't know why he's still in the race, but he's trying to pick up the points. More cars to pit road. What is going on here? More leaders to the pits on this final lap of stage 2. The 7 is the leader. The 7 has decided to stay out. He's got lap traffic to deal with now. He's trying his best he can to navigate through it and not make a mess out of the things. Oh man, Hunter gets to the wall. Oh man, Lautaro just didn't want to deal with the 22. Just puts him up into the wall after coming off pit road. Oh, this is getting ugly. This is getting really ugly. Lap cars all around, all over the place. They just exited pit road. It's going to cause some chaos. I'm sure glad they're going to throw the caution out to end the stage and try to sort everything out. Yeah, because if we had gone on longer like this, I don't know if we're going to... I don't know if these guys are going to last before wrecking each other out. And it probably is the right thing to do to bring out the caution to end stage 2. Anyway, stage 2 about to come to an end. It looks like Chris Leone is going to win the second stage. There he goes. 7 car is going to win stage number 2. See who's going to be second. It's Clark McKee. And JP Latar is going to take 3rd. Then Bernesh is 4th. France is 5th. Stringer 6th. Marville is 7th. Jones is 8th. Sachs is 9th. And Pichu just took 10th. He took another stage point away from a full-time driver. Man, Pichu is just such a slick devil. I mean, that driver, Pichu in his home race, my goodness. Just a slick devil trying to take stage points away from the full-timers that need it. Wow. I think he did it for the. I think he also did that at the Brickyard a while back. So, wow. Anyway, coming back to the green, we'll be back for the final stage coming up. Alrighty, guys, back for the restart. We just got word Garrett Albertson's done from the race because he had a tire issue. So he is out of this race. And with 10 laps to go, we're about to get the restart. It's between the 7 of Chris Leone and the 43 Clark McKee. McKee has worked his way back up to the front again. He's going to try to take the lead back from the 7. Lautaro and Bernash also behind them. They could try to pounce from row 2 and try to take the win away. Another car to the pits before green flag racing comes out. The 19. No surprise, he's got a lot of damage from all the wrecks he's been in today. And they're trying their best to just try to finish the race and pick up points to try to win this regular season title. Green flag is out. 10 laps to go at the Glen. And McKee gets a jump. He gets the good jump. I mean, you knew that the 43 was going to get the good jump. He was waiting for this moment again, trying to win this race. Already a caution. Wow, they didn't even go through turn 1 without causing a caution. Matt Hunter's around. Matt Hunter just got around. He saved it last time on the S's, but could save it this time. Oh, what an ugly scene there. We're going to have to take a look back. But let's take a look. Let's see who's going to get second. Looks like Lautaro got second place. Can he hold on over Chris Leone, though? Leone's looking the bottom, but the 10 clears him. The 10 clears the 7. Can he hang on to this position, though? Might start on the front row when they get back to green. Lautaro will see if he can get the start he needs over Clark McKee. Here we go. Racing back to the line. It's going to be Clark McKee in front. So McKee stays as the leader during this caution period. More cars slipping and sliding, but no wrecks in this final corner. But Matt Hunter did bring out a caution down in the first corner. So we'll have to take a look at what brought out the yellow again. Okay, let's take a look what happened to Matt Hunter. It looks like he was battling 3 wide with Allison Rain and the 99. It looks like that was not that wasn't the one that brought out the caution, but we're just going to take a look what happened to Matt Hunter anyway. Let's see, this is him going down to the corner, and I think Luke Law made contact with the 22, and that's what caused him to spin out. And the 99 was trying desperately to save it, had to hit the wall to save it, but didn't get turned fully. But Matt Hunter just wasn't able to escape it, and that actually did not bring out the caution. So we're gonna have to take a look back again and see what really did bring out the yellow. Alright, so this is what actually brought the yellow flag on the restart. Liam Stewart, I don't know what happened, but he was trying to get past Matt Hunter on the restart, and Hunter tried to block him, but he takes himself out instead, along with the 9 of Liam Stewart. That's probably why the 22 spun out early. It was trying to reorganize and restart himself, and it didn't work out at the end. And the 9 car gets involved in a spin, and the 20 a little contact as well. So yeah, I guess that was why the 22 spun out. He got a little shaken up from getting turned by the 9 car on the restart. So not sure what that was about, but that brought out the caution right out of the gate. So we're gonna have another restart coming up soon. Alright, we're back to green flag racing. Skipped over the restart by accident, but JP Lautaro got the better jump, and he's in the lead with 7 laps to go. Might not be the last time we see drivers wrecking each other back and forth. It might not be the last we see of pit stops, though. Boy, things have been chaotic here at the Glen. Battle for second between Cullen Francis and Clark McKee. Lautaro's been trying to pull away, but this battle is not yet over. He knows this battle is far from over here at the Glen. We've seen some drama all race long at this road course. Might not be the end of it. Clark McKee, no, not Clark McKee. Cullen Francis is running now in second place. He's going for a 3rd win. He's trying to win for the 3rd time this season. The only driver with 3 wins so far is John Andrews. A big crash behind them. Again, they crashed out. And it looks like Pichu got crashed out of the top 10. Oh, Pichu got crashed out. I'm not even going to try to cut back from that. I just wanted to see what happened to Pichu very quickly. Oh, I don't know what happened there. I think Avi Sachs took him out. Yep, the 51 just took him out. Oh, man. That's a tough break for Pichu. He was running inside the top 10, too. So, yeah, that just didn't end so well for the 91 car. Anyway, let's just go right back into the green flag for the restart with just a few laps to go. 4 laps to go here at the Glen. We get another caution. It's going to come down to overtime here at Watkins Glen International. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a great finish in store. Oh boy, here we go. Green flag is in the air. Dead even on the restart between Francis and Lautaro. But who's going to get the edge on the S's? Lautaro clears the 8 car. He needed to clear him on the S's, and he does. Here comes McKee. Into third place. He gets third. Fitzwater and Burnesh inside the top 5. It's not over yet. If there's another caution, it'll be overtime here at the Glen. We've had some overtime finishes, and boy, have they been crazy. But we might see another classic one here in this finish. It might come down to the wire. Coming 3 laps to go when they hit the stripe. 3 wide there in the back. Almost 3 wide, I should say. I thought I saw 3 wide there. Anyway, Lautaro's out in front. JP Lautaro leading the race. See if he can hang on. I thought the leaders were going to pit again, because I was going to say, if the leaders pit again, oh boy, we're going to be in for a finish. Well, this time they didn't wreck each other. Oh, cool. They decided to keep it clean this time. Hopefully they stay clean till the end of the race. Oh, look at Francis closing in. He's really closing in on the 10 car. I mean, the 10, he's got to try to hold on. I mean, well, slipping and sliding, I don't know how long he's going to last in the lead. I mean, Francis is just, he has proven to be a winner. He has won twice this season. He wants his 3rd win. He wants to go up against John Andrews for the playoffs. He wants another victory. If Lautaro wins, he'll be the 17th different winner among the full-timers. That means one driver who has a win in a full-time ride is not going to make the playoffs. We got this, Monza, and then, of course, the regular scene finale at Atlanta after this. So it's going to come down to those races to decide who makes the playoffs. 2 laps to go. It's a fight for the win. Who's got it? Here we go. Francis looks low to the bottom, going for the lead with 2 laps remaining. Will he make the move? Will he go to the front of the pack and try to hold off the 10 car? Here he comes. Lautaro's fighting on the outside. Does he have enough room? Can he fight back? Still fighting with Francis. Still side by side. Still going to the wire. Oh man, side by side battling with JP Lautaro and Colin Francis. Both road course experts battling it out for the win. Who's got the edge on the S's? Oh, Lautaro clears him. He's holding him off for now. But he's still got a few turns left to try to hold him off, and still got 1 more lap left to try to hold off Francis. Boy, oh boy, this is going to be intense. It's going to come down to the finish. It's going to come down to the wire. White flag is in the air with 1 lap to go. It's between Lautaro and Francis. Who's got it? Oh man, it's a little tight there. Opening for Francis, maybe. White flag in the air. 1 more lap around the Glen. It's between JP Lautaro, Colin Francis. Who's got it? Francis trying to clear Lautaro into the S's. Lautaro was able to clear him the 8 last time. Will he fight back on this one? Side by side in the corners, heading into the chicane. Francis has got the edge for now, but can Lautaro hold him off on the S's? We'll see who's got the better brakes on the corner. This could decide it all. Still fighting back. Lautaro trying to clear, but Francis fighting back. They're side by side for the win. Who's got it? Lautaro, Francis, side by side. It's going to come down the final turn. Still side by side in the corner. Last turn, who's got it? Lautaro trying to clear Francis, trying to hold him off down the final turn. And the 10 puts a block. JP Lautaro trying to fight back. Francis got one more run, but it's Lautaro with the win. Oh boy, it came down the final lap, but JP Lautaro wins at the Glen. Oh my goodness, what a finish that was. You saw that Francis had one more chance at the 10 car, but Lautaro hangs on. And he wins here at the Glen. And he's brought all 4 Stewart-Haas racing vehicles to the playoffs. For now, all four drivers from Stewart-Haas Racing have made the playoffs. JP wins at the Glen. The master of road courses has done it again. Wow, what a finish that was. It was able to hold off Colin Francis on the last lap to win. Francis was going side by side. Lautaro was just not letting him get by. Oh man, that came down to the wire on the last lap, but it was JP Lautaro that held on for the race win. What a finish that was. How will this shake up the points? We now have 17 winners, so that means not every winner is going to make the playoffs this season. Interesting. So anyway, let's take a look at the points.